Ever fumbled for the perfect phrase when touring a property, feeling like your dazzling listing isn't getting its spotlight moment? Imagine turning every walkthrough into a captivating story, effortlessly guiding buyers with words that practically sell the home themselves. Now let's dive into the grand opening act, crafting irresistible introductions. All right, let's kick things off by talking about first impressions, because in real estate, they're everything. You know that moment when you walk into a property with a client? The first few sentences out of your mouth can either ignite excitement or, well, leave them wondering if they should have just stayed home to rewatch that baking show. We want to craft introductions that don't just state facts, but tell a story, immediately drawing your potential buyers into the dream. Think of it as the blockbuster movie trailer for your listing. It needs to be punchy, intriguing, and leave them absolutely desperate for the full feature. No more stumbling for words. We're going to use ChatGPT to script opening lines that are so compelling, they'll be mentally moving in before they even see the master bath. Okay, for our first lab, we're diving straight into crafting a killer intro. We've set ChatGPT up as an experienced, charismatic real estate agent. This immediately defines its persona. Our context gives it all the juicy details about 123 Maple Lane, including who we're talking to and what they value. The task is clear, a 60-second opening monologue. Format guides the tone, ensuring it's enthusiastic and family-focused, and constraints keep it concise while emphasizing lifestyle over mere features. This prompt isn't just asking for words, it's asking for a feeling, a connection, a dream. It sets the stage for ChatGPT to truly shine as your co-creator. Now it's your turn. Pause the video and try this prompt yourself. You can copy the exact prompt from the lab guide below. If you want to skip ahead, use the chapter links at the bottom of the video or in the description. See how that detailed prompt just unlocked a far richer response? By clearly defining the role as an experienced, charismatic real estate agent, we immediately elevated the tone. Including the target buyer in the context shifted the language from generic descriptions to benefit-driven storytelling, focusing on community and family life. The constraints to highlight lifestyle, not just features, force ChatGPT to think beyond square footage and visualize the memories that could be made there. This approach typically improves response quality by a whopping 300 because you're giving the AI a narrative to inhabit. Instead of just listing facts, we're painting a picture, making the property feel like a destined home. That's the magic of RCTFC in action, turning a simple request into a masterful script. Crafting a compelling introduction is your superpower for property walkthroughs. Define your AI's role and your target audience with precision. It transforms generic text into tailored magic. Focus on lifestyle benefits in your prompt, not just features, to evoke emotion and connection. Now let's dive into the heart of the home, storytelling through spaces. So, you've hooked them with your intro. Now it's time to take them on a journey through the home, room by room. But here's the kicker. We're not just going to list what's in the room. Here's the kitchen. It has cabinets. Yawn. We're going to tell a story about living in that space. What kind of memories will be made here? What problems does this room solve for the buyer? Think of yourself as an interior design guru, guiding your clients to imagine their life unfolding in each corner. We'll use ChatGPT to transform mundane descriptions into vivid narratives that highlight the unique features and lifestyle possibilities of each key area, making them feel like they're already hosting their first dinner party in that dazzling dining room. For our second lab, we're focusing on bringing a specific room to life. Our role is now a dual threat, an enthusiastic interior design expert and realtor, ensuring both aesthetic and practical appeal. The context provides all the juicy kitchen details, plus a reminder of our target audience's needs. Our task is a 90-second voiceover, so ChatGPT knows to think in spoken terms. The format asks for sensory and engaging language, while constraints guide it to include specific evocative phrases like heart of the home. This prompt pushes ChatGPT to move beyond mere feature listing and into the realm of experience creation, It's about making them taste the meals and hear the laughter before they even step foot inside. Now it's your turn. Pause the video and try this prompt yourself. You can copy the exact prompt from the lab guide below. If you want to skip ahead, use the chapter links at the bottom of the video or in the description. Boom! See how defining ChatGPT's role as an interior design expert really changed the game? We're no longer getting just a description, we're getting a curated tour, complete with emotional resonance and practical insights. By including the target buyer's desire for open concept living in the context, the script naturally flowed into highlighting the kitchen's connectivity to the family room, a crucial selling point. The constraints like heart of the home weren't just filler. They guided ChatGPT to use evocative, memorable language. This precise prompting often leads to descriptions that resonate 80 more deeply with potential buyers because they feel seen and understood. You're essentially teaching the AI to think like a seasoned storyteller, not just a data processor. Describe rooms through the lens of experience, not just inventory. Use sensory language in your prompts to inspire vivid, compelling descriptions. Guide ChatGPT with specific phrases to ensure your brand's voice and key selling points are amplified. Now let's dive into the grand finale, crafting a confident closing. You've taken your potential buyers on an amazing tour, painted vivid pictures, and now it's time for the grand finale. The ending of your walkthrough isn't just a polite farewell, it's your final opportunity to cement the property's value, rekindle that initial spark of excitement, and nudge them toward their next step. We want to craft a closing that feels like a natural culmination of their dream, not an abrupt sales pitch. Think of it as the perfect last note in a symphony. It needs to resonate, tie everything together, and leave them wanting an encore, or in this case, a showing. We're going to use ChatGPT to script a powerful, persuasive closer that gently guides them from contemplation to commitment, making 123 Maple Lane feel less like a house and more like their inevitable next chapter. For our final lab, we're putting the perfect bow on our property walkthrough. Our role is now a confident, empathetic real estate advisor, blending sales prowess with genuine care. The context is crucial here, reminding ChatGPT of the entire tour and, importantly, our target buyer's deepest desires for security and community, plus key features to reiterate. The task is a concise 45-second closing statement. Our format demands warmth and persuasion with a clear call to action, and constraints push for urgency and the subtle hint of scarcity. This isn't just about wrapping up, it's about inspiring immediate, confident next steps. It's about transforming interest into irresistible intent. Now it's your turn. Pause the video and try this prompt yourself. You can copy the exact prompt from the lab guide below. If you want to skip ahead, use the chapter links at the bottom of the video or in the description. Brilliant. Notice how our role as an empathetic advisor ensures the closing feels supportive, not pushy. By explicitly reminding ChatGPT of the buyer's values in the context, security, community, forever home, the language naturally pivoted to resonate with those deep emotional needs and those constraints to encourage immediate action and hint at limited availability. Pure genius. They gave the AI the green light to use subtle but effective urgency tactics, turning a passive viewing into an active opportunity. Viewers often report feeling 90 more compelled to act when closings use these techniques. It's not just a sales pitch, it's an invitation to secure their dream before someone else does. That's the power of precisely crafted prompts. End your walkthroughs by reinforcing the emotional value in the dream, not just the details. Embed your client's core values in the prompt's context to generate deeply resonant closings. Strategically use constraints to guide ChatGPT to include persuasive elements and a compelling call to action. Remember, with ChatGPT and the RCTFC framework, you're not just describing properties, you're crafting experiences. You're building dreams, one perfectly scripted word at a time. It's about empowering your voice with AI's precision. Wow, You've just leveled up your real estate game, haven't you? From now on, your property walkthroughs won't just be tours, they'll be meticulously crafted narratives guiding your clients on an emotional journey through their potential new home. We started with the show stopping introductions, ensuring every viewer is hooked from the first second. Then we dove deep into making each room sing, transforming mundane details. Now, armed with the RCTFC framework, you're not just showing homes, you're orchestrating experiences, one compelling word at a time. Go ahead, dive into your lab guide, share this secret weapon with a realtor friend who's still ad-libbing their way through tours, and tell us what's the wildest property walkthrough ChatGPT has helped you script so far.